One of which you've already seen, the comedy act. The other one is the dead stick landing, which he cannot do due to the ceiling, but his third act is trying to land this airplane on the top of a moving truck. We call it the Jelly Belly Airport because Kent's sponsor is Jelly Bellies. And in just a moment, Kent will probably do a few aerobatics here before he starts. See what he can do with the ceiling we've got. But then very shortly, far from the right, down the end of the runway, is the Jelly Belly Airport. It will be coming this way, and Kent will attempt to land on top of that. There you go, Kent spiraling the airplane, stall the airplane, put it right into a normal spin. Kent fully aerobatic, in addition to all of his comedies, straight up, over the top. The old barnstormer's loop, but he's going to let it float and then roll it upright into what we call a half Cuban 8. Let's see if he completes the Cuban 8 on this end. If he does, he'll pull it up over the top, and on the 45 down line, he will roll it back upright. That's exactly what he's going to do. There you have the Cuban 8 maneuver. If we had no wind and the smoke would stay there, you would see a figure 8 lying on its side. How did it get its name? International aerobatic competition. The fellow from Cuba was competing in international aerobatics, did the maneuver. The judges had never seen it done before. So they asked him what it was, and he said, well, I don't know, it's just like an 8 on its side, so they named it the Cuban 8. Kent Pietsch, Jelly Belly. That's a snap roll in the Interstate Cadet. Probably the slowest one you've ever seen, because it takes a lot to get those wings around. All right, Kent, right down, terrorizing the men in the boat down there. Nice turnaround. Let's see if the truck starts out. Not yet. Wants to do a few more maneuvers. Limber up before he attempts to land on this moving truck. Listen to that engine. He's got that all 90 horsepower really wound up. And here's a giant old barrel roll. Just imagine a 55-gallon drum lying on its side out there. And Kent was flying around the outside of that. Up over the top again. Barnstormer's loop. Right after the war, a lot of people bought surplus airplanes. They would fly out to the fields of, say, Kansas or Oklahoma or any place really, and buzz the town, land in a cornfield or a wheat field, and take people for a ride for $5, and they would do either a loop or something similar. There's a knife edge pass. Now that's hard to do in that little airplane with only 90 horsepower. He's got full left aileron holding it there with top rudder. You can see all the Jelly Bellies painted on the side of the airplane. That's Kent's primary sponsor. Back in from the left now comes Kent Pietsch in the Interstate Cadet. If I didn't tell you about this earlier, watch him now as he rolls up over the top of another barrel roll. The Interstate Cadet aircraft, the type of aircraft, has a very, very interesting piece of history behind it. And that is, it was the first aircraft shot at when the Japanese invaded Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941. There was a female flight instructor giving instructions on the north side of the island when the Japanese attacked. They dove on her, the Japanese Zeros, they shot at her, they missed. she immediately realized what was happening a couple of times before he tries to really settle it down on top of the truck. You can watch him now. It's okay. He's not going to make it this time, I don't think. Look, the wing is very high. Got a little crosswind out there. So he had to pull off.
YouTube and Google pro nose photo.
Just matching the speed now. He'll go down here. The truck will turn around. Kent will make the attempt to pull up Chuck now.
Still ballsy.
Down here taking pictures, one of my favorite persons, Ricardo von Putcher. Ricardo, thank you. Aviation Photo Journal, one of the finest aviation photographers in the world. I know that you've seen a lot of his photographs on a lot of magazines. All right, here we go. Calling for the driver now to speed up. He'll try to match the speed. He'll plant those two wheels. He's got a little detent in the front of the landing strip there that he rolls the wheels in, tries to. All right, now, he's got the wheels down. Now, can he get it forward? Look at him bouncing that, and look at the rudder. What he's doing, he's trying to walk that landing gear up to those two detents. We normally give him 3 tries. George says after 3 times, that's enough. He's not going to make it this time, I can tell you right now. There you go, he feels off. I've only seen him fail once in this, and that was when he had tremendous crosswinds, unable to just barely control the airplane down that low. So he failed, but that's the only time I've seen him do it. Like I said earlier when you're listening, he is what we classify as a real aviator, not just a pilot, because he does it so very, very well. All right, back. Got the wheels on there. Let's see if we can get them locked in now. Come on, Trent. Oh, he's got him in there. He's got him in there. Truck's slowing down now. Watch for the tail to come down. Very, very gently. Holding that tail up, keeping the airplane streamlined and locked in there. There it comes down. Nice round of applause. Kent Pietsch landing on a moving truck.
He actually did land it yesterday. He never threw away with it. He did? No, he took off from it. Yeah, he took off too. I don't think he ever did. He landed and then he took off.
All right. Now it's takeoff time. Watch as the truck speeds up. All right, tail comes up. See how quick it does. Now watch it pop off. He'll get up to about 40, 50 miles an hour in the truck. That'll give him some airspeed to pull back on that stick and pop that airplane right out of those little detents, and he'll be flying it again. Ready, ready, pull. There we go.
My dimension
Pratt & Whitney is proud to power military aircraft for the United States and its allies. We salute the servicemen and women who bravely defend our freedom at home and abroad. Go beyond with Pratt and Whitney. I want to thank Budweiser Dana Distributors for their cooperation and support of the air show, Atlantic Aviation, as well as Gold's Gym in Newburgh, Independent Helicopters, and Heather has been rides over there, $90 for a helicopter ride. If you've never been in a helicopter and you want to experience that, Heather is over there in her Robinson. She owns about 8 of those helicopters. Give you a great ride. I went up with her this morning just to get some video of the outlay of the land here and the crowd and all that, but she would be more than happy to take you for a special ride in one of her helicopters. And